What is going on? It's been March Madness, but now it's like March Madness as we get ready for the bracket reveal show. Been a frustrating Sunday, Hammer. I gotta tell you, I see the old girlfriend go off and win a title with a different team. Elon Musk suspends my account after I just spent like 10 days getting it back because I'm inauthentic apparently. So yeah, Sundays have been better in the Rando household. But brother, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I was really, I guess, kind of shocked when you sent that text out about your account got suspended. But when I went on to pull the link, I noticed it said user, what used to be Rando. So I knew something was up, but I can't believe that you got popped for being unauthentic. If you're nothing, you're authentic. So I don't understand what the grounds or basis for that is. The same thing for David Ferris. He lost his account with the same BS. So, dude, I don't even have any words for you right now other than I'm sorry. That's ridiculous, especially after the week you've had.
It's I think it's something automated and triggered, but you just can't talk to anybody. Because
exactly.
I got. We have the Heavy Pour Sports account, and that's premium. And then I had the backup account, but I had canceled the premium subscription on the main account because I didn't know if I was getting it back. And then I got it back, so I re-upped it, and then like an hour later. So I think it has something to do with it being tied to the same account, like payment method or something. But it's just like Elon's supposed to be a smart dude. X supposed to be, Gronk's supposed to be super smart.
Yeah, figure it out.
Feeling real dumb right now, but we got Selena in here. Selena, how you doing?
I'm good. Taking a break from the homework grind.
Smart.
Good.
Yeah.
Smart. C's get degrees, Selena. Just remember that.
No, they don't. I'm perfectionist for a reason, so it's only A's for me.
That seems like a me problem though. C's do get degrees.
It is a me problem, absolutely. And it's drove me crazy, but here we are.
So as we get started, we are also we're streaming on Heavy Pour, we're streaming on the All UK Ball backup, and then we're also streaming on Hammer's X and YouTube. Correct?
That is correct.
Perfect. So we'll have some news. Actually, I think in all this craziness, I forgot to shoot this to myself an email, but we do have some news to drop later on. Let me do this now. But as we get into the full bracket reveal, there's been some.
What channel is it on?
CBS.
Okay. I'm trying to put it on my computer so I can watch.
Real quick, shout out to my Bulls, USF alum, making it to the tournament for like the first time in over a decade. It's got to be 13, 14 years since they've gotten to the tournament or won the conference.
Here we go. We're starting.
Yep, dropping right now. How we okay, we're going ones first. Duke, number one overall, number one.
Yep.
I think they have to be now with Michigan losing today. It's got to be Duke.
It
is. It's
East
Duke.
Region, Greenville, South Carolina. Oh, there's T. What's up, T?
Wait, they already announced it.
I was just about to text you. Like, I guess I'll just sit here in the lobby.
Yeah, they did. They announced the Hammer.
Oh man,
they're playing CNN.
Now I'm up to speed. Sorry, I didn't realize it rolled, and I'm like
Ohio State's an 8 seed. Okay,
I think that's right. They came on well in late in the season.
Who's the 9 they're playing?
That could have been better for them.
TCU.
That'll be a good game.
Mm-hmm. Be a good 8-9 game.
St. John's a 5 seed.
That's wild.
I had them at a 4. I thought they would bump Kansas down and take Kansas' spot on 4. But
does this just show that obviously how it plays out that these are just determined already before they even play the conference championships, right? Like there's nothing.
After Friday night, nothing matters. Nothing matters after Friday night. These committees have these shit locked in on Saturdays.
Yeah. They will beat the ever-living hell out of Northern Iowa.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, they will.
I was like, oh, damn.
Let's see who's.
Yeah.
Man, Northern Iowa's feed's got like mine. It's delayed. Kansas at 4.
Yeah, I think that needs to be flop, but nobody asked me.
Ultimately, that doesn't really matter, right? St. John's going to smack Kansas either way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cal Baptist. That
Kansas,
was a crazy game last night between Cal Baptist and UVU. I feel so bad for that.
The 11s are going to be very interesting when they reveal these. There you go, Rando.
Yep.
Oh,
my Bulls are going to do it. My Bulls are going to do the thing. My Bulls are going to do the thing, baby. Let's go. Hold on, I got it right here.
This might be Kentucky in the 7 seed too, though, y'all. They might be in the same bracket.
I love your alma mater versus Black.
Yeah.
There we go, baby.
Hey, and there's your boys, NDSU. That's where that's where Rando recruited, for those of y'all who don't.
The last time they made the tournament I was in their locker room at NDSU doing an LRC for them, leadership reaction course, and put them through a CFT. Broke some boys off, man.
UCLA.
Man, they didn't do UCLA any favors.
Oh, Cronin's going to be pissed about this.
I took Valparaiso's football team out to the Indiana Dunes. We talk about giving them a proper break off.
Yep.
Look. Mick Cronin's going to throw a fit over playing in Philadelphia, by the way.
Oh, well. Hey, there's Jordan Burks at the front of the screen.
Oh, I love me some Jordan Burks.
See, I think this is the side of the bracket I want to be on, though.
Man.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that.
I wanted this draw right here. This was the 7 seed I wanted. Because I think we could play with UConn. We could have played
Furman.
We're going to be on the same side as Tennessee. I can feel it.
Furman was strong in the SoCon this year. When I was in college, I got to work the SoCon conference. It was their conference tournament. It was pretty cool. Some dudes that can hoop at that level too. Duke and Siena, Ohio State. Is Texas Christian any good? Do we know anything?
TCU's been okay.
They're not bad, yeah.
Man, I feel bad for Cal Baptist. Darren Peterson gonna drop about 40 on them.
I feel bad for Northern Iowa too.
Yeah. That's Kurt Warner's alma mater, isn't it? Northern Iowa?
Yes.
I don't need all this talking. Let's get to more.
No doubt.
More seeding reveals. As much as I like Clark Kellogg, man, I don't know why Bruce Pearl is on here after his showing his hindquarters.
He shouldn't be on here at all.
Yeah,
he is not who should be on here.
Yeah, he has no business being on this program.
No.
I want to know what he's got on. He's got something on somebody.
He's been grimy forever. The only difference is he's not sweating all over the place right now because he's not on the sideline. We taking a commercial break already?
They do after every region.
All right. Well.
Yeah, I mean, how do you stretch stuff out for money?
That's right. I would have preferred to have been called out just then at the 7. I guess we'll see how it goes, but how it's laid out now, I would have been okay with a UConn. I think there's really just one team I absolutely want to avoid, and that's Iowa State. There were some folks on X before I was suspended who told me Iowa State's gettable.
I don't know, man. They're tough.
Yeah.
Oh, they're rough. Yeah.
Watch them play. They've.
I think Houston might be the 2 seed that somebody can get.
I agree, and I've said that. I just, especially our team, Houston.
It depends who they play, how they play. I should say, not who, but how they play. Because sometimes if they're disconnected, they look really
Yeah, they can be real disjointed on offense, and the way their style, the way they play, and what kind of whistle they get matters too. So
Yeah.
I think they've got the biggest. If there's
Question
chink
mark?
in the armor of the 2 seeds, I think they have the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go on some scoring droughts.
Yeah, they'll go 8-10 minutes not score a basket.
Yeah.
But their defense can be really, really solid. Though, and they can also cause people to not score for 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Like that's just Houston ball for everybody. So
yeah, but the way we've played, that's the kind of team I think we have to play because our offense will disappear. And if we play a team who can easily drop 85-90 and we have a tough outing one night, especially in the second game. The only thing with Houston is I'll go look at the numbers, but just watching them play, if we're going to play like we played against Tennessee, like we played against Florida just now, and you can play tight defense, but you can't go rebound a basketball, that's one thing Houston will do. They will fight on the glass. We could get embarrassed that way.
I don't understand why we don't rebound. I can't figure this out. I mean, it's an effort thing, and I get that, but like we don't box out well. We just think we're gonna out jump everybody, and it never worked out for us.
Selena, what do you think about the Arkansas Vandy game? Joshy Boy knows South Florida going to beat Louisville.
Here, the thing about Arkansas is they're playing great, and Darius Acuff is a problem. Like, he's a problem. If you can't get the right person to guard him, he's going to go for 30-plus every game, no matter what you do. And plus, not to mention, he passes the rock because he had a double-double in points and assists. So either way, he's getting stuff done no matter what.
I don't know if there is the right guy. I don't even think Zakai would have, like, he might have made life a little more difficult, but Acuff is going to Acuff. I think he's
here's the next one seed. I mean, Oweh made him inefficient, but he still dropped 20-some. It took him 22 shots to get there.
But he still did it though, right? Like he
got to the free throw line. He's still getting there.
I think that Meshack and ZZ would have done something like that. But Acuff is special, man.
He's gonna get his. He's gonna pass the ball if whatever. So
depending on how this tournament goes, there's gonna be folks who might look at him as the number one overall pick. AJ probably number one, but Darren Peterson or whatever Patterson. What is it? DP? Why am I blanking on his name? Patterson.
Darren Peterson.
Peterson.
Good grief.
Utah State.
And a 9 seed? Oh, that's some garbage.
I'm about to start tweeting about how Selena is a Utah State fan.
I'm not shy about it. I'll tweet about it all the time.
No, I'm saying it trumps Kentucky. Matter of fact, I don't know why you're wearing a Kentucky shirt right now.
It is not Trump Kentucky.
Put that Utah State shirt on.
It'll be on.
That's right, Selena. He'll do that to you. I made one post after Georgia. It wasn't even. It was like a story.
No,
it was a story. It was a story that I put out there on IG when Georgia won a title.
Wearing Georgia apparel.
I was wearing Georgia. I was with the Georgia family.
Celebrating. Hey,
son was happy. The family.
High Point is going to beat Wisconsin. Chalk that one down in your bracket.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Joshua Boy. I've watched a little bit of the alma mater play. I try to stay on top of it. They were good. They were good last year too. Yeah. They fell off. Arkansas 4 seed.
Yeah, I thought this might be where they landed. I think they should have bumped up and Bama should have bumped down. So that's that was definitely the right call there.
BYU at a 6.
I don't like them as a 6 seed. I don't think they deserve a 6 seed.
BYU is going to get smacked without Richie.
Like, they have AJ, and that's it. Like, he's their entire offense. Without him, they might score 30 points a game if they're lucky. Like, if they're lucky.
The 11 they're playing.
Texas is going to get a chance. I was hoping they'd get left out altogether.
State.
That's a shame.
So Texas and NC State have to do a playing game, and then the winner of that
plays BYU.
Yeah.
Either one of those teams could beat BYU. I would say Texas has a better shot.
I don't agree with them as a 6 seed. I don't think their body of work shows they're a 6 seed. But that's just me.
Well, and shoot, it doesn't matter. Even if they beat Gonzaga, going to beat BYU.
Oh yeah, they're going to smack the.
Should Gonzaga be a 3 seed this year, though?
I thought they would be a 4.
I thought they were going to be a 4.
3 seems a little high.
I thought Virginia would flip with them, but they've been a 3 for most of the year.
Ooh,
Miami is 7 in St. Louis. Dang it.
We're going to be in the Southeast or Midwest region, obviously. I wonder. Ooh, Missouri.
That's going to be a good game.
That'll be a good game.
A very good game.
Yeah, it will. That might be one of those
there's
7-10
Purdue.
matchups.
Please upset Purdue in the first round. Queens. I don't think Queens is going to upset Purdue. But you never know.
I think they got the horses.
Miami or Missouri will have a shot, though.
Yeah, I mean, T.O. Barrett, if Mizzou wins, he's so much bigger than Braden Smith, right? I mean, he just body Smith the whole time.
Yeah.
That 7-10 matchup will be a really good game, though. That'll be a really good game. I love this time of year.
Yep.
It's my favorite time of the year.
Oh, look, Bruce Pearl, Utah State fan, too.
You watch them play, though? They're fun to watch.
I have watched 0 Utah State.
No, they're really fun to watch.
BS on that. The one chance you could have got from me is maybe when they played UNM, but I don't even watch UNM. So
they're really fun to watch. Their defense is fun, and Mason Foslev is ridiculous.
Oh boy!
What do you think about that Texas NC State matchup?
Say it again.
What do we think about that Texas NC State matchup?
I mean, NC State smacked UNC the first game out of
they did
without Caleb Wilson.
Yeah.
And
it's Will Wade, and he can coach his butt off. So
he can, and he coaches well. He is a March riser for sure. Like he's a dude who steps up. Did he? Remember the heavy pour? That was like the first big heavy pour sport tweet that went out when I said NC State was going to lose Will Wade after he won he took McNeese. Past the first round. I was like, man, someone about to pay him a bunch of money. NC State fans came at me like I was stupid, and I was, because he went straight to NC State.
And I was.
Yep. Oh man. So where are the other locations to play at? Right, St. Louis wouldn't have been
the South, and then the Midwest, right? Is what's left, the brackets. So the South would probably be in Texas, I would think.
St. Louis, not the Midwest?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Will it come out of Texas, you think, like it usually does? That'd probably be Houston's region, the South.
I think Dayton has a location this year, right?
Dayton does the play-in games for sure, don't they?
Let's see. We got Dayton, Ohio, Buffalo, New York, Greenville, South Carolina, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Portland, Oregon, Tampa, Florida, Philly, San Diego, St. Louis. Is all first round locations according to the Google.
Yep. Final Four is in Indy. Regions are Philly, Houston, Tampa, and Portland.
So it'll be Houston.
Portland's an interesting choice.
That is.
Yeah. So for us, either
they Houston or Miami? Right? Is that what you said?
Dayton is the first 4, then Buffalo, then Greensville, South Carolina, Oklahoma City, Portland, Oregon, Tampa, Philly, San Diego, St. Louis. I'm looking at the
We'll probably be in Florida.
My sister-in-law probably works some of the games in Tampa. She's a firefighter. She's a firefighter out there, man. She's got to work the Super Bowl, all kind of stuff. Like, so get paid to watch like these awesome events is super dope.
Yeah. That would be tight. I would, sign me up for the overtime. Time and a half, and I'm watching ball. Come on, that ain't working.
Yeah, and I'm getting paid time and a half to watch the ball.
I'm hoping somebody runs out there on the court or on the field because I'm a whop. I'm gonna have my moment. There will be no taser. I'm going full contact. All right.
Those are my favorite. When you can tell like somebody's been doing some tackling drills or something, hoping that moment because and then they get to take a streaker or somebody
up the
out.
knees too, and bam,
we wrap up all that. Yeah, all that. It's good stuff.
You can do a video and then play one shining moment in the background as you're making the making the hit.
Yeah, that's what Blue just said. One shining moment for Rando.
Yeah.
Clint, thanks for reposting the stream. If y'all watching can do the same, I appreciate it. We're on Heavy Pour main account. We're on All UK Ball backup. Elon sucks. I probably should stop saying that because I'm never going to get my account back if I do. And then we're on Hammers X and YouTube page. What do we think for upsets early? T says, who'd you say Wisconsin going down?
I think South Florida beats Louisville too. I think
High Point's going to beat Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think South Florida will beat Louisville. I think so.
Well, I think the big thing is if Mikal Brown isn't playing, for sure. If Mikal Brown's
is he actually playing though?
I don't know. The third number, okay. Tampa, Florida. This is going to be us right here.
Yep.
I think.
Damn it, probably so.
I don't know. We'll see. So it's either Buffalo, New York, or
I think we're
Tampa.
Well,
Georgia in at an 8.
Ooh.
There's a potential upset for you right there with SLU. Can't sleep on SLU.
Oh, they'll beat Georgia.
I don't know. Georgia too big.
They'll beat Georgia, I think. St. Louis their offense is really good and they're hard to guard.
Yeah, we'll see. Texas Tech at a 5. This matchup 5-12. That's always a
iffy one.
Yeah, there's usually
and without Toppin, who knows?
Yeah, but they've been playing good even without him. I
gotta tell you, I don't know a lot about Akron basketball, so
I don't either.
I don't even know if that would be if that's a possibility of an upset.
Birthplace of Steph and LeBron.
Uh-huh. Alabama is a 4.
Now, I would like to see Texas Tech and Bama play, though, in that next round. That'd be a really good game.
Yeah.
Texas.
Look at that. Every single one of them got to hold it. Like, just enjoy your moment. Like, everybody got to hold that phone up, man.
They're all on.
Well, they're probably on Facebook with their families and stuff, too. That's what I would say.
They're all on TikTok Live and stuff.
Yeah.
Getting paid.
We're a 6 seed.
Oh, you're ahead of us. You're ahead of me.
Oh, y'all not there
Tennessee is 6. Who's the 11 y'all play?
Miami, Ohio.
Oh, shit.
We've been talking about it for 2 weeks. I said, you wait and see if we don't draw those jokers.
Oh, my God. Ooh. That'd be –
SMU's going to beat Miami, Ohio. SMU is going to beat Miami, Ohio, and I don't think
That's-
it's going to be particularly close.
That's a good point. Yeah. Is this Jaron? His name's Jaron?
Jared
Plays
Pierre,
for-
yeah,
Yeah. You think we're the 7th seed in this bracket?
Dang.
I do.
UVA.
Of course we would be the same size as this, wouldn't we? Some bitch.
I told you it was going to happen. I said that it was going to happen. Now we wouldn't meet until the Elite Eight if that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that draw for for Tennessee at all, to be fair.
It looks like they're going to push Nebraska
Kentucky.
down to the 4 seed instead of because Gonzaga got the 3.
Yeah.
I thought they might flip
Three,
with
yeah.
Virginia.
Y'all got
So-
There it is.
Santa Clara.
Kentucky the 7. Santa
Okay.
Clara, I'll take that all day. Who's our 2 seed though? It's going to be Michigan State.
That or Houston.
Yeah. Y'all go ahead, celebrate now.
They're big too. They're tall.
Yeah. I don't give
They're
a damn.
not a bad team, to be fair. I mean, they're not a bad team.
Iowa
know!
State. Yep.
Damn it, man.
God.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. For us.
Damn it, man.
I did not want them either.
I jinxed it. I said all I've been saying is just
I
please
know
God
you
don't give me
did.
Iowa State.
Yep.
Come on, Tennessee State. Do something. Do something crazy.
Yeah,
Come on, Tennessee
okay.
State.
That's my daddy's alma mater.
Yeah, let's go. Pop Stevens. Oh, Lord have mercy. That is so bad. Damn, man. Why is it back? We got to play St. Louis if we beat Santa Clara. And I'm sorry, we got to beat Iowa State.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not seeing a whole lot of upset potentials so far.
No, not
Not in
Yeah,
this not in this region.
yeah.
I mean, altogether. Maybe 2.
Bruce Pearl talking about Santa Clara right now.
So Miami's thing, if they beat SMU, they're a system team, right? Not like a individual just go off type.
They're very
Yeah.
system. Yeah.
Which that is beneficial for us.
And I mean, they can shoot, but I think when they play a team, just about any power 4 team, they're gonna have problems.
So yeah, I think
know.
I think y'all are right. SMU probably beats them anyway, right?
I do.
Yeah, because SMU's been playing pretty well down the stretch.
They just, I mean, they have one very good guard. They have, their backcourt is good. I just don't think Miami doesn't have the horses to. They'll have a good 4 or 5 days to prep for it, but I just don't know.
I don't think they have the athletes to play with them either. Is a thing.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong. What they did was amazing, but again, they didn't. I mean, a lot of the games were really close, and they lost in the tournament, right? So,
Yeah, it ain't a good draw for any of us.
No.
Damn.
I mean, Santa Clara has, as much as it sucks, they absolutely can't beat Kentucky because they've played Gonzaga twice this year and they lost, I think, by like less than double digits both times they played. They beat St. Mary's once, who has beaten, like, they can play, and they are long, they are very tall, which can, if we don't do right, can cause problems for us. So.
Let me see.
Yeah, and just a fun little fact, because I was kind of concerned we might get them because I thought they'd be an 11. Our associate head coach went to Santa Clara, played for the coach of Santa Clara at NC State, and was even on his staff for, I think, a year or two at Santa Clara. So I was hoping we wouldn't get them, but I was also hoping we wouldn't see Miami of Ohio and be the risk of being that team,
Right.
losing to them. But
No, I think SMU will beat Miami, Ohio for sure.
I kind of tend to agree. I felt like it didn't matter who they played, and especially in a play-in situation.
Yeah.
So
Santa Clara's got 8 dudes, it looks like, in the rotation that are playing, averaging for the year. I don't know what it looks like right now, averaging for the year, at least 18 minutes. We got this cat, Hammond, who's averaging 30 minutes, and
is that their point guard?
2 assists. It looks like he's 6'4", 195.
Yeah, and they're 35th in KenPom. They're 23rd in offensive efficiency. So yeah, this isn't a pushover team by
not
any
at all.
means. And they didn't play a non-conference schedule. So
yeah, the second leading scorer, Elijah Mahi, 6'7", 220. He is 30 minutes a game, about 14 points a game.
I think they're a system team too, though. Like I think they have a pretty established like offense that they run. I don't know if they go off the cuff a lot.
Did y'all watch the Virginia Duke game?
Yes.
So Caden Boozer played the entire game.
Yep.
And Shire only subbed in 2 dudes the whole game. So Duke's not going to win it all. Shire's about to run his dudes into the ground.
Hey, if you're a Patino, exhaustion is not an excuse. Okay, you go after what? All right.
It may not be an excuse, but it is a thing. So yeah, like it does exist. I'm starting to be mind blown by the number of exhaustion deniers that
people that don't think that you can.
Yeah,
that 20-year-olds don't get tired.
Yeah, they're in shape. They don't get tired, and they won't make mistakes when they're tired. So we'll see. Now the good news for Caden Boozer is he has not been. This was only his second game starting, right? So maybe he does have fresher legs from not playing heavy minutes throughout the season.
Yeah, true.
But man, every single minute of the game, he was balling though. He looked good. Florida's got
just real quick, everybody that told me a month ago when I said Florida's going to get the last number 1 seed can suck it. That is all.
Look at Miles. Of course, Miles had to wear some kind of different pants.
I see these flower pants all over the place, but I don't know what they are. Everybody out here in California wears them.
I mean,
or jorts. They're flowered jorts. And I was like, I thought jorts were gone like a long time ago.
That's
I thought
intriguing.
That was a Florida thing.
McNeese isn't a terrible squad. And it depends how Vandy plays.
Yeah.
I got a lot of faith in Tyler Tanner. I'm actually a huge Tanner fan. I hate that he plays for
Vandy, no. I do too.
I am all in on.
I like Miles. I like Duke Miles a lot too.
I don't know that I've seen somebody that quick since Jordan Bone. Like Jordan Bone was insanely fast. Tanner is one of the quickest people I've seen with the ball in a long time in college. Well, is a 60 is not bad for Carolina, I guess. And I mean, they're probably not going to do much without Caleb Wilson anyway.
Yeah. They had a big drop off after he got hurt. I think they beat Duke without him at UNC.
Yeah, they're going to get Illinois as their
when they stormed the court twice.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah, he was playing that game.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they better watch out for VCU. Now that is a potential upset. I feel Illinois is going to be their 3 seed. They're going to get
pretty good.
Who Illinois got?
Yeah.
So Illinois got Penn.
No, that won't be.
Yeah, they beat Yale in overtime. That they're going to get smoked.
Yeah. Illinois is massive, right? So they'll just.
Vandy might get another Florida matchup.
Oh, they might.
St. Mary's.
So Houston's this 2 seed then.
versus TAMU. That'll be a good matchup.
Has to be.
That'll be a good matchup. Yeah. St. Mary's is pretty good too, though. They're not bad. They're also really tall and really long.
Damn, this was
the bracket we wanted,
or the first one. Either any of them, but this the one we got. No shit, man. Yeah. Dang.
What makes you feel any better? BYU did smack Iowa State, and BYU's questionable sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they're so hype about. Like
I'm with you, man.
They probably haven't gotten a tournament in so long, and they're like, "Well, we're going dancing," but it's different, right? Because you can think we're used to teams who being in a tournament. Like we expect to be here every year, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're going!" So
yeah, but they knew they were going when they won their conference championship game. They've got the automatic bid. So now they're like, "Hey, we get to get our ass beat by Houston!" Yay!
Yeah, they did snap a 36-year drought.
Yeah,
Idaho, but yeah, exactly. Now you're about to go get hammered. Like, what are we?
Absolutely obliterated.
Yeah. Hey, but all those kids believe, man. They believe something special is going to happen.
They should. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, you can't go into it expecting to lose because you'll be right.
But just celebrating like you're about to raise a banner because you're going to go play Houston is just an interesting choice to me.
Man,
it's all right. It's all right.
We get through Iowa State. I'll be talking.
Hey, look, we got to do.
I'll be back to ceiling as a Final Four if we beat Iowa State.
Yeah, you beat Iowa State. That could very well be the case.
So we play what, Thursday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday?
Let's check it out. I'm sure they said it. I was too.
I wasn't looking at the time and date. I was looking at
Hammer. What's it say right there?
10.
Best basketball conference in America. I try to tell you.
10.
Top to bottom.
Listen, I will say this though: San Diego State should have been in here.
Let's see.
San Diego State should have been in here.
I'm just glad I left Indiana out. They didn't deserve to be in there. Some of these people had them in the play-in game. I didn't get that.
Like,
I'm glad Auburn didn't make it.
Me too.
I'm glad Auburn's not there. I kind of felt like Oklahoma.
Same.
Should be.
Might have snuck in because of their showing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Auburn being 17-16 being in would have been an absolute joke.
Yeah.
All right, Hammer. Joke. We play Friday at 11 my time, 11 Mountain time.
So it's 1 p.m. Eastern time?
Yes.
So 12 Central?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm an hour ahead of T, so. Yeah, I'm off on Friday, so.
I'm about to have basketball in my classroom literally all week. These kids are going to love me.
I will have my primary work screen streaming from my phone.
Yeah.
They'll love me.
I've been doing. I'll be doing.
I gotta hope they don't have the CBS blocked on the internet at work.
YouTube TV is not blocked at school either. At my school, so I watch it through there.
For sure, is blocked by where I work.
I just stream it on my phone, and then I plug. I plug my docking station
into your phone.
Into my phone, so that everything from my phone just feeds to the computer screen, and then my laptop is over to the side. So if I gotta do anything, I can still do it. But it'll be Friday. Nobody cares about anything on Friday anyway.
All right, question for Hammer and T. So SMU beats Miami. How do you guys feel about that matchup with SMU?
Go ahead, Hammer.
SMU doesn't have great defense. They can score, but defensively they're not great, and they haven't played a very good non-conference schedule. So the bulk of their challenge is coming to the ACC, and we've seen the ACC be kind of down this year. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we would have an advantage in that matchup, and I think our defense can grind them down. It's just a matter of can we hit shots, protect the ball, and make free throws. So you can just record that for every game from here on out, which won't be many. but that's going to be the key to it. Should we be able to beat SMU fairly easily? Yes.
Yeah, I think our physicality is a good advantage. That's and so
You're
yeah,
allowing almost 80 points a game.
yeah, and so if we're hitting shots and all that helps. But I think even if we're not being super efficient, hopefully we're smart enough, feed it down to Carey, let him go through people's chests like I clamor for a lot. Let Estrella do his little jump hook thing. Getting a lot of points near the bucket should be our bread and butter if we're not able to be efficient from outside.
Yeah, they can play a little up tempo, but they're not drastically different in possessions per 100 from us. We just have to be able to make sure we don't get burned in transition, because we have been subject to be a little lazy getting back down on the other end of the floor. So those are the only things really, I think, from an SMU perspective that could give us some problems. But should be able to get at least out of the first round.
Yeah, slow them down in transition.
Yeah,
if we force them into the half court stuff, then I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So they are
grind them down.
SMU second in the ACC in offense, just behind Louisville with 84.2. Louisville was 84.8 points per game. But let's see, their defense is so their offense is second to first. Their defense is second to last.
Yeah, they're not very good defensively.
Yeah, they're hitting a bunch of shots and winning a game, or they're not and they're losing. And with an 8-10 conference record, they do more losing than winning.
Yeah, and just if you care about net, which is not as critical, I think, as some of the other metrics, but they're 4-9 in quad ones. They're 5-4 in quad two. So they've been very up and down, and I don't think they're going to be a problem. I mean, Tennessee's only 6-10 in quad one, but outside of that, we're 16-1 in the rest of the games. So I don't see them being. A lot would have to go right for SMU to beat Tennessee.
Yeah,
which we've shown that we can let that happen sometimes.
Hey, if they've got an average guard, then we can make him look like a freaking superstar.
Well,
yeah,
one guy's pretty good.
Pierre is very, very good. He's big too, tall and stout.
Yeah, he's what 6'6".
Yeah, I think
something like that.
Yeah, it's funny because I think I caught that weirdly because Michael Jordan, 6'6" guard out of North Carolina, we heard so many times, stuck in my head. Yeah. So yeah, I think you're right. I think he's pretty good size.
He's a big guard. Yeah.
Yeah. That may be a Nate Amin assignment then. Because I don't know I don't know. T, do we have another guard who can match up size wise with that?
With 6'6"?
Yeah. I don't think we do we?
Boswell 6'4". I mean, I guess
okay.
They might put Evans on him.
Yeah.
Either probably Evans or Boswell.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't realize Boswell was 6'4". That's big enough.
Yeah, that's enough to be disruptive at least. It's not like
and Boswell's a pest. I mean, he will absolutely get under your skin.
I would worry about foul trouble too, though, right? Because he's gonna go to the basket. That's what he does. He shoots, but he also drives. So
yeah.
All right, so looking at Santa Clara, they are ranked 26 in the country in three-pointers made, it would appear.
Yep.
They are 21st in the country with three-point attempts per game.
Yep. They shoot a lot.
Top 20 offensive rebounding rate, which, again, I know he said they were big. I looked at their roster. They got 1 7-footer. They got a couple 6'9" guys. One's a guard, one's a forward. No one else at least listed as that tall.
I think they're lanky, though, is the thing. Like,
yeah, well, I've said it. The height isn't what makes you a great rebounder. It definitely helps, but it's not. You don't have to just be tall to be able to rebound. Yeah, this Hammond cat shoots 40% from three, so he's their either point guard or combo guard. And then the forwards, Elijah Mahi, almost 5 rebounds a game at 14 points per game, and then Allen Graves, 11 points per game, 6 rebounds.
Here's the thing: they rebound like floater rebounds, and that kicked our butts every time we've played them because we don't rebound. We don't defensive rebound very well. So if we cannot limit their second chance points, we might be in trouble.
Yeah, we don't rebound well against Tennessee and Florida. I mean, I'm sure I'll go back and look at Santa Clara. It might be as big, but they don't have an Okpara or a Brown. They don't have a Condon or a Hawk or a Chinaloo.
No, they don't. But they're top 20 offensive rebounds. I mean, that means they're team rebounding. That means that everyone's going for the ball, and we don't do that on the defensive end enough to stop somebody from doing that. That's my point. Like,
yeah, it makes me nervous too. I think I lean on of like who they're playing. Their biggest team they're playing is Gonzaga with old boy down there. So it's, I'm getting a lot of offensive rebounds per game. Is it because I don't know. We'll see.
St. Mary's is in that same. They played them a lot this year too. So,
yeah. Well, just give you some perspective on Santa Clara. They've beaten these teams: McNeese State, Xavier, Nevada, Minnesota. We know they got the win against St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if there's any other. They beat Oregon State twice. They lost a close game to Arizona State. They beat San Francisco twice and beat them pretty good in their house on the road by like 20. So they're not a slouch. They played a lot better non-conference competition than a lot of these mid-majors do.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the loss to Gonzaga wasn't horrible. I mean, they lost by 10 or 11 points. So
yeah,
they've got some big game chops.
Yep.
So not to say that they're going to win.
And they just beat St. Mary's in tournament too.
They just beat St. Mary's in the tournament.
Deputy, I was wondering what you meant by tastiest, but got it. I got the
yeah. You need check them taste buds if it was tasty.
Yeah. It depends on who you are. I don't feel real.
I mean,
I think there's some people out there who think Iowa State is like was the preferred matchup. They're like they got one dude who can score. They're streaky. I'm like, man, I've watched.
Well,
I mean, they have.
You're saying that it's recency.
Too.
It's recency bias coming into it, where they didn't look very good in the tournament. You don't want to play these guys.
No, their defense is ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And TJ O's, he's a good coach, man. Like,
yeah, he is.
He can coach well.
Yep. I don't know. Like, I just want to get past Santa Clara's first, please. Like,
this is a side note. Should the Natty be on a Monday? I don't like that it's on a Monday.
I hate it.
No.
I hate it.
It's on a Sunday. That's the biggest. That and the college football championship. Those games should be on Sundays. I don't care what's going on in the NFL or the NBA. That should be the marquee event.
Yeah, and you win that matchup even over the NBA or NFL or whatever, right? Like,
definitely win it.
More
over the
people
NBA,
will tune in to the college football championship than a late season game in the NFL or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah. Santa Clara beat St. Mary's twice, huh?
Yes. Beat them in the regular season and beat them in the tournament.
Yep. I just want to see the bracket. I don't want to create one. I just want to see it. Okay, here we go.
Lord have mercy. They lost to Arizona State because they only scored 24 points in the second half, but they dropped 55 in the first.
Yeah.
somebody was on the take. There's no way that's no way that's legit.
Look at that. See, Michael's one of them. Buddy, jump in the chat. I do not understand. You know who I got to get on here?
Vic.
Vic was going to drop his. He'd do a little call in. Me shoot this over to him.
I'm having trouble finding a bracket more difficult than the Midwest.
Yeah.
To be fair, the East is pretty tough though. The East is not bad. You have Kansas, St. John, Michigan State, UConn, UCLA. Dude, that's not a walk in the park bracket.
But legitimately, UConn, Michigan State, Duke.
St.
Those
John's
are the only
is not
teams.
bad either, though.
They're not, but I don't see them getting out of there. I don't see them getting to the Elite Eight.
You don't see them beating. Okay, so who do you have them losing to? Because
Duke will beat them. Duke will beat St. John's.
Think so?
I do.
I don't.
I think Duke's got a paved path at least to the Elite Eight, if not to the Final Four.
I just wonder if with their guard being out, because it's Rick Pitino, and he's gonna find something. And Camden, I don't know if Camden can handle pressure from somebody like St. John's for 40 minutes. Just.
No, and I'm with you. I was a fan of St. John's. In fact, I felt like they should have been the 4 and Kansas should have been the 5. But I don't know. I feel like Shire's going to find a way. I think UConn and Michigan State are the only two that have a chance.
What, Rando?
I said Caden's got to play a lot of minutes, and Cam is going to have to step up. Mm-hmm. I think that's their guard play is going to have to step. I will be willing to bet that the worst game that he plays all year, Cam Boozer, is against Rick Pitino and St. John's, and how they're going to just jack him up. I
will say, though, Ugano Yinso had that boy in hell last night for a while. He blocked him like 7 times. Like he was all over the place last night. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, there's some former cats out there doing some good things for their team in the postseason.
I just who's that guy that plays for St. John's inside?
I can't pronounce his name. I know who you're talking about.
Now, tell you what, him and Cam Boozer will be a matchup to watch.
Yeah.
That would be a good matchup to watch. But I say this. St. John's has to get past Kansas first. Just saying. Before they think about going to play Duke. So,
yeah, and I think they will.
I do too. I think so.
Yeah,
I even think someone like, he's not as talented, but he's big enough. Like, you can even throw someone like Bryce Hopkins on, again, former Cat, on Cam, and you just throw everybody on him, as many bodies as you can to wear him down. And Bryce is quick enough to extend out with Cam, because Cam will shoot the shot. He can stretch out from that 4 spot.
Yeah.
Not that any of them are easy. I think Florida may have the easiest path to the Final Four out of all the seeds.
Yeah. I mean, they have to play what? Vandy again, maybe. If Vandy beats Nebraska, let's say that. And then Illinois, Houston. I mean, yeah. I think they have the easiest path by far to the Final Four.
Yeah. I don't really see anybody in that other than Houston, because Houston can muddle up anybody's game.
Well, Houston guard play would have Florida's guards in hell. They would be
that's Sharp. Emmanuel Sharp he's just a beast.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. In the championship game last year, Florida was beat for 80% of that game until Walter Clayton just took over.
And they don't have that.
They don't have a Walter Clayton dude anymore.
Nope.
So, yeah,
it's all front court.
And I think, Sharp was on the team last year. They got some dudes who were on the team last year who might want that get back too.
Yeah. That'll definitely
Fleming will be the best guard on the floor. So if you got the best guard on the floor in a game like that, you got a chance to win.
Sharp and what's his name? Kingston Flemings or whatever.
Fleming,
yeah.
When he's on, he is so damn good.
He got himself in foul trouble last night, and they just and Sharp fouled out.
Yep.
Yeah,
But Sharps don't do that,
Fleming
though.
is a lottery guy for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, for sure. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's special.
He plays much older than than a freshman would play, right? Like, yeah, like obviously, but he plays with a good court presence. He makes really good decisions on the court if the ball in his hands 99% of the time. I like watching him play a lot.
So let me get your guys' opinion on this. With Purdue knocking off Michigan today, and the play of Braden Smith, he's going to set the all-time assist record in the first round.
He's only one away, yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys buying into Purdue? You think they're a legit threat?
No.
I'm not sold.
I don't think so because they started off high, then they fell off really quick, and then I don't think they are.
I think, and that's not to say they won't go far in the tournament, but I think this was their apex
Today.
I think they peaked today.
Yep.
I'm not sold on Gonzaga either, so I don't know that there's anybody in that bottom bracket that can knock them out. It may be an Elite Eight with with Arizona or.
Hey, they just picked Akron. Two dudes. But two of the guys picked Akron over Texas Tech. Coach picked Hofstra over Alabama.
No,
interesting.
Ain't no way.
No,
we said
Alabama will shoot 142 threes in that game if they have to win. I know it's sexy to pick the 5-12 and the 4-13 upset. Everybody, but
Did Bruce Pearl just pick Santa Clara to beat us?
I don't probably. Let me see.
Hofstra is not going to beat Alabama.
There's no way. They don't will let that happen. Are you joking me?
Troy stands a better chance of beating Nebraska.
Bruce Pearl, man, if I didn't hate you before, I hate you now. Bum.
Did he pick him?
Yeah, he picked him. Because of how well they can shoot, which makes me nervous too, but bum. Clark says Purdue wins the championship over Florida. Ain't no way in hell. If that's the
what
game.
What the heck? Ain't no way.
Clark loves him some Big Ten, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Seth's got Duke, Houston, Final Four, Arizona, Michigan, Final Four. Arizona as a champ. No way.
I think they do. No, absolutely they do.
Yeah. What do you think Arizona is lacking?
I mean,
their guard play is good when it's good. It's fallen off throughout the season. And I like Koa P. I think he's a great player. He's not versatile. Like he is in the paint, dude. He is not stretching the floor. You can choke him off. And if you have one bad night at a guard play.
So yeah, but the thing is, the games they've lost wasn't one of their guys. They had hurt guys one game, and then something else happened the next game they lost. Right? It's like they weren't like two just clear losses. Like, oh, we're just better than you that night. Like there was something going on with the team. The two games they lost. Like Arizona, they are the healthiest right now. They are the healthiest, and they have played a horrendous schedule. Hard horrendous schedule. And they've only lost 2 games.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me pull up what's their bracket look like?
Purdue doesn't have the defensive chops.
No.
To beat Arizona.
I don't know why you're doubting U of A's guard play. Burries is super nice.
Bradley is too, right?
Yeah. It's not even just about Cole Pete. Like he's their big name or whatever, but they're not a one-man show like some of the other freshman phenom team. They're super well balanced. And then they got I think like the number 1 offensive rebounder in the country with Awaka, who's a Tennessee transfer.
Yep.
I don't see weaknesses in Arizona.
I really don't either.
No.
If Duke was 100%, they would be my pick. Duke not being 100%, I think we're looking at an Arizona, Florida. championship.
Yeah, I
We got-
like that
We
matchup.
got Coach on the stage. How you doing, Coach?
Hold on. Hello. What?
Hey, what's going on? We are live. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
We doing well, better now. Have you seen the bracket as everything's been revealed?
I have, and
What are your thoughts?
my first thought, it's nice to see Duke get the bracket of death because they usually have the easiest path. So it's always nice to see them to switch that up and put them in the bracket of death. I'm agreeing with a lot of, with Selena and Irish Hammer and T. I mean, Arizona's the team that I have winning it with the draws they got. I think they're the best team in all of college basketball, especially with the injuries Duke has. And I know you were all over Bruce Pearl, but Santa Clara is the most efficient offense in the country. So that does worry me a little bit about round one with UK, how bad we can be offensively sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I am worried as well. That's why I gotta go back. They have beat some decent teams ranking wise, but they're shooting well. What does it look like defensively the team that they're playing out there? Because we've I don't know. I gotta go look about it. But if there was one side of the bracket I didn't want to fall on, it was that one. I would have preferred the first call out on the Duke side or the last call out on the the Florida side.
The Houston
Yeah,
side.
I was kind of shocked about how much the SEC I thought was underseeded, and the Big East also. I thought St. John's at a 5 was a little low. Texas A&M, Vanderbilt, I think they were all probably low. Maybe even Arkansas was after winning the SEC tournament. I thought the SEC got zero respect from the committee on their overall ranking.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm going back and looking at the West bracket for Arizona, and I think you guys are correct. At least them getting to the Final Four. I mean, they're not going to face really solid competition that you would expect them to lose to until maybe Arkansas.
Hey, don't disrespect Selena's Utah State like that. show her Utah State the appropriate respect deserved.
Well, yeah, she's high on them, so maybe.
No,
I
they're
think she's
no.
bleed that Aggie white a little more than she bleeds blue. I mean, it's amazing.
I'm starting to question it.
Yeah, it came out a lot these last couple of weeks, Coach. So
yeah, because they're winning. Shit, what am I gonna do? It's like, oh no, you win. Oh, yay, they're winning. Hell, they're double conference champions. What the hell do you want?
Yeah, Vanderbilt's winning too, but you don't see me wearing a damn Vanderbilt shirt, do you?
So here's the
I know.
There's the bracket there.
Before you go, has Tennessee now become little brother to Vanderbilt? I mean, wasn't it football, basketball? Like, am I imagining something here about Tennessee that Vanderbilt's kind of taking over the state of Tennessee?
I don't know if I'm prepared to say. I don't know if I'm prepared to say now has become little brother, but we definitely were this season. I can't fake the funk on that. Like as a whole, I don't think so. Like you got to have some sustained success before that starts switching. But this year, unfortunately.
All right,
all right, so what do we see here? Let's start. We'll just kind of go through and collectively see what we think on the Duke side as we get in there. I do think St. John's can put up a battle against Duke in the Sweet 16. I think on my personal bracket, I would take them over Duke. I think they have a pretty easy path. What do y'all think there to the Sweet 16?
I'm a big fan of St. John's. Have been all season. I, in fact, had them as a 4, not a 5. I think they should have been instead of Kansas. That said, it wouldn't matter. They'd still have to most likely face Duke in that Sweet 16 spot. I guess for me, it's out of this whole thing. I see UConn, I see Michigan State being the only two that can really challenge Duke, even with their injury. Those are the only two I'd legit see giving Duke enough of a problem to get them in a position to be able to beat them.
See,
I
that's
love St.
interesting.
John's.
But St. John's has beat UConn twice this year.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Like they've beat them and handily beat them twice this year.
They're a bad matchup for UConn.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're as bad of a matchup with Duke. I think Duke can sustain. And I'm not saying I want to see it. I'd love to see St. John's upset them. I just don't think that will be the case. I think Michigan State, for me, probably has the best chance of beating Duke in that region. Because of their
getting to the Sweet 16. Go ahead.
Right, but nobody made the claim. All he did was ask a question. So, and it's a fair question because Vandy was kicking our butts this year. But side note with the Duke stuff, to me, what do y'all think of Schreier as a coach? I've not seen him. Like, I've been pretty impressed with him as a coach. I haven't seen him make too many blunders where you're like, new coach or whatever. I think at the end of game in crunch time, he makes good calls. I've seen some of the players, like even Flag last year, a couple of times, ball bounces off his leg or whatever. But I'm pretty impressed with Schreier as a coach because I'm thinking about, Pitino versus Schreier. Pitino, obviously a completely different level, but I don't know that Schreier is just because coaching could be the equalizer, right? If Duke has more talent, but then you got Pitino coming in, but I don't know that Schreier is just completely outclassed like that. I think he's shown well enough for himself.
Yeah, and I think he really showed that in the Michigan game when they beat Michigan. So yeah, he's legit. He certainly not the legendary Pitino, but he's a pretty doggone good coach. Good in-game coach.
Coach K picked the right guy to take over for him.
Yeah, I mean, I hate Duke, so while I don't disagree, I will say that I think he was gifted the keys to a Ferrari, right? I mean, he just like the team was set up. He didn't have to. I mean, he didn't lose recruits. He still some of that you have to still do as a coach, and he went and got Cam and Caden, and he got Cooper Flag, and so he still went out and got some guys. But I think he was given a great situation, but he hasn't dropped the ball. Like, he continues to win. I don't think he's a bad coach at all. I think he's a good coach. We'll find out if he's a championship winning coach. He's got the rock to do it.
We still got Coach Evans on, right?
Yep.
Coach, let me ask you this, and I know ifs and buts are candy and nuts, but if Duke were healthy going into this thing, would you pick them to win, or think they would be the favorite, the team to beat, if they were healthy?
More than likely, yes. I think to me, it's Duke and Arizona, the two best teams I've seen all year long. So I would go Arizona right now with Duke being unhealthy. But, I just don't know. I don't know if they've come out, if those guys are going to try to give it a go. If they can get through the first weekend, you get them back. Just have to wait and see how that all plays out. I love Shire. The one of the great things I love about Shire is he doesn't average 13 losses in the season. So I would take him. Yeah,
well, we know Caleb Foster's not going to be walking through the gym doors, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. But yeah, I think so too. I thought Duke, Arizona, and I'm not sold on Michigan either. And bad as I hate it, I think Florida with that front court, they can play with anybody. So yeah, those are kind of my at least three of my picks.
I always worry about the Big Ten teams like Purdue, even Michigan this year. They're great in the Big Ten, but they really struggle with super athletic teams in the tournament play. I think you saw some of that when Duke beat Michigan. So, I mean, I love Coach May and what he's done there, but I am not as sold on Michigan in tournament time as I am them in the Big Ten, where you're kind of playing smash mouth Big Ten football on the basketball floor.
Yeah, and that's where I think Michigan State, of all the Big Ten teams, I think Michigan State's got the best shot. I think they're the most big tournament ready and capable, and especially with their guard play. So
yeah, as long as they get past the first round.
Exactly.
To address the elephant in the room per Joe Sloan, offensive coordinator's account, the answer to your question is no. That will not be happening this year. just plain and simple. Not happening this year. But that's all right. That's all right.
I don't know. I'm going back and I'm going back and looking. The path that they have to the Final Four. I think I'm getting my. I'm having my mind changed about Arizona, just because they're not going to get challenged until Arkansas, and I just don't know if there's Acuff is that dude to lift them past. I mean, he will be the best player on the floor, so who knows?
But even if they do get challenged, to Selena's point, Arizona's schedule was absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Like they had a gauntlet in the Big 12 this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if anybody's prepared to be challenged, I think it's them, because they've been challenged.
Yeah,
they had the ninth toughest schedule in the country.
Mm-hmm. They only lost 2 games, and I think out of those 2 games, I think people got hurt or someone was hurt and something like that during those 2. Like I was talking about it earlier. Someone talked about it earlier, so I remember the exact thing that happened, but they weren't just clear cut outplayed games. I don't believe. I could be wrong.
Here's a good question for you guys, and not talking about the favorites, but I'd love to know y'all's thoughts on. It looks like it came down between Oklahoma, Auburn, and Miami of Ohio, who got the last spot in the first 4. With a net ranking in the 98. Do you think the committee got that right, or do you think they got it wrong?
I think Oklahoma deserved to be in over them from team and ability and who they've beaten. But I knew they weren't going to deny Miami of Ohio getting in the tournament with what they did in the regular season.
Yep.
And I will argue, because I've had this thrown in my face, well, they can't help who they schedule. The hell they can't. They could have scheduled some Power 4 teams in the non-conference, and nobody would be questioning this at this point. But I absolutely felt like Oklahoma should have been in the tournament.
Mm-hmm. Especially with what they did in the SEC tournament too. But again, that clearly doesn't matter.
No.
As we've
doesn't
seen.
mean anything. So that's a perfect example of, just like in football, just go schedule a bunch of cupcakes and cosmetology schools, and it'll guarantee you a spot if you can do well in your conference.
Yep.
Well, I will say they're in that tough spot of the SEC or the Power 4s actually get hurt worse more by taking a game with them, even at home. If they get beat, they're hurt worse more with that loss than they are if they go beat somebody that's ranked 200. Now I agree. They had 3 teams that weren't even D2 teams. They had 3 teams on their schedule that were below D2. But we had this argument on Live at 5. My thing was, you're getting to the point where the regular season is almost completely irrelevant. And I thought if they had left Miami of Ohio out, you're even going more relevancy of making the regular season team almost getting like the NBA playoffs, where you don't have to watch anything until the NCAA tournament. And we all know those whole net rankings are all kind of skewed because and it was a great quote I heard a coach say. He said, I had 11 new guys and we were ranked 197th net preseason. How do you know? We have 11 new players. And so the Power 4s are always ranked so much higher in preseason than the net when they beat each other. It's kind of like what they do in football, where they overrate the SEC every year and keep their rankings up. So I do think, I'm like you, Oklahoma's the better team, Auburn's the better team, but I think the committee was stuck in a spot where you had to put Miami, Ohio in.
I don't think Auburn deserves to be in there at all, but Oklahoma absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, Miami has no quad 1 games played, period. So they have no wins. They have 3 quad 2s. Everything else was 3 and 4. And they have a quad 4 loss. Let's not forget that.
Right.
So should they be in based on criteria? I guess. Figured they would get rewarded for what they did in the regular season, but there were better basketball teams that could have been in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but I agree with Coach. I think they were stuck. You win all those games, and I guess you could say you got to win the last one, right? Finish out the season. You win your conference. You're already locked. The committee can't say anything, but they still have to earn their way in. They're gonna have to play SMU, and I mean, I think if you go back and look at the schedule in Oklahoma, you could argue that they should be the one playing Miami, Ohio to get in. But, yep. But
I mean, Miami,
right,
Ohio did have 14 true road victories, though. So that's got to be worth something, too, no matter who you're playing.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I was going to be fine either way. If they let him in, okay, fine. If they kicked him out, left him out, okay, fine. But they're going to get waxed.
Yeah,
unfortunately, pretty early in this thing.
That's a good point about Ole Miss. They did start peaking, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They peaked too late.
Yeah.
Because the way they were playing at the end was good enough to get in, but I guess that part does lend itself to the fact that what you do at the beginning and in the middle of the season does kind of matter, because we all want our teams to peak, but you got to show something at the beginning and the middle of the season too.
Yeah. So as we close out the East bracket, I think UCF beats UCLA. I don't know if that's a major upset, but I think they beat UCLA, and then I guess to close out the East, it's more likely going to be UConn and Michigan State there in the Sweet 16, and then St. John's Duke. Right? I don't see anything else like that happening. Whatever happens from the Sweet 16 on, who knows? But that seems like a pretty easy call there to me.
I think UCLA depends on if Donovan Dent's playing and how healthy he is. To be fair, he's been hurt, right? Donovan Dent.
He played last night, I believe.
Did he?
Or when was the? Yeah, I believe so.
Well, I know he's been hurt though, so I think it also, like I said, it just depends on his health, for how they play. Because UCF beat BYU by almost 20 at BYU. I believe that's who did that.
Yeah, that's a good basketball team. UCF.
Yeah. They're pretty tough.
Johnny Dawkins is a good coach.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, moving to the South. Let's see. Florida has a very, very easy path. Now that's saying they can beat Vanderbilt again, but has a pretty easy path past the Sweet 16 to the Elite Eight.
I wouldn't count Nebraska out immediately there, though, right? Like Nebraska might beat Vandy, to be fair. Like
didn't they fade though? Like didn't they start off?
They were one of the last remaining undefeated teams in the country. Yeah.
Yeah, but then after that, like once they lost, didn't they kind of start struggling? I didn't pay enough attention to Nebraska. I thought they were like a consensus top whatever team, and then whenever they finally did lose, then I won't say the rails came off, but
I think they got into the
UCLA
of their schedule.
UCLA beat them to end the season, and they hadn't been very good enough. I mean, they like an Ole Miss team. They kind of came on late. They had to go to overtime against Iowa. Purdue smacked them, which I don't know if they were the 11th seed, or I'm sorry, they were 11th ranked at the time. Purdue was 18th, still at top. They lost to Illinois. Purdue beat them in overtime again. So Iowa beat them twice.
I was going to say they lost to Iowa twice.
Yeah, so
they did play Michigan tough earlier in the season, though. They
played
Michigan
State.
So they're kind of a proof source of what you did early on, and even midway through, it's still paying dividends.
Yeah, they also beat Illinois at Illinois.
They did do that.
They've got some very impressive wins on their schedule.
Yes, they do. So I'm saying I wouldn't count them out because Vandy. Because also, like I said, if Vandy can't shots like they couldn't today, I mean that might be a loss for Vandy, right? We have no idea at that point. But
but they had to close out the season though. They had a terrible loss with UCLA. And Purdue just that game wasn't as close as what that score showed. Purdue really stifled them. So
their starting guards are averaging under 10 points a game on 30 minutes a game. Their leading scorers, Sanford, 3-4 spot at 6'7". Nebraska gets beat by Vandy.
I think so.
I'm gonna call that one now. That's my personal thoughts there. And then looking at the bottom half of the South, North Carolina getting beat by VCU wouldn't surprise me. I definitely don't think they get past Illinois regardless. And then I think I would take A&M over St. Mary's. My personal thought, but either team is going to get beat by Houston. And I think the Sweet 16 matchup there is Houston, Illinois, and it's going to be Florida, probably Florida Vandy in my thoughts. What are your thoughts?
If St. Mary's can handle A&M pressure, I don't know if A&M could beat them, right? So A&M's about pressing. If they can handle the pressure, I don't know if A&M could beat them. I really don't. Illinois will smack whoever wins on North Carolina and VCU. They will smack them. That's a given. I think it'll be Houston, Illinois in the Sweet 16. Out of the bottom bracket, I think, for sure. But VCU might beat North Carolina, though. They might.
Dang, I don't know. Coach, I don't know if I kicked you out of the stage or for what happened there, but if I did, that's on me.
No, it was
T, what were you going to say? Okay.
I'm torn on the TAMU St. Mary's one.
I am too.
Because St. Mary's got some defense.
They're pretty good. They're not bad.
Yeah. And TAMU's whole thing, get up and down, fire it up, and all that. So going against a good defense, if you can reduce their efficiency, TAMU doesn't have an answer for you.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like St. Mary's is nothing to. They won the. Didn't they win? They won their conference regular season. No, granted, St. Clair did beat them, but they're still they can be a matchup problem for A&M.
Yeah, they will grind the pace to a near stop.
Yes.
And they will force you to play, every second of the shot clock. And this is a top 20 defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
So if St. Mary's is on their game and they can control tempo, I would take St. Mary's against Texas
They're
A&M.
winning that game, absolutely. Like you said, if they handle the pressure of A&M and then slow the game down, St. Mary's will win the game without a doubt.
Yeah, they're very.
That's my thought.
Very
my thing is
team.
that's a big.
That's
a big if handle if you haven't seen a press like that all year, that's a big if to handle it. So that's why I think A&M wins the game, but wouldn't be surprised if St. Mary's
is also really experienced, though, right? I'm pretty sure their guys are older. Like they have a team of older guys. They're not going to be scared of a press. But yeah, I don't know. I think St. Mary's could slow down A&M enough where they win that game. I really do.
T, what you thought? Or you already told us you think St. Mary's wins?
Yeah.
Coach, what do you think about that game?
Man, I do think it's one of the better first-round games. I would lean towards Texas A&M just because I like Buzz. I think they'll find a way, but I would not be completely shocked to see St. Mary's win that game.
Michael, Kentucky was a 3 seed last year.
3 seed, yeah. I was just about to answer it. We were at 3.
Yep.
All right. All right, so let's move on to the right side of the bracket.
I think I still lean St. Mary's, but playing in the SEC matters too.
It does. Absolutely.
Right? So that
it does.
probably leans in their favor. But when styles, we talk about styles make fights and stuff. If you can grind it, like Hammer was saying, grind it to a screeching halt, I think.
And they absolutely will. They will absolutely. They will use every second of every single shot clock they have.
Yeah, which is why I still lean towards them. But who knows? They've been forged in the fire playing in the SEC. So
yeah. Well, and keep in mind too, St. Mary's did beat Gonzaga towards the end of the season, and that game was tied all up until the last couple minutes when St. Mary's pulled away. So they're not foreign to playing big time basketball teams. And I would not a fan of Gonzaga, especially this Gonzaga team, but I would not sit here and tell you that A&M is better than Gonzaga.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good points. All right, on the west side, to me, Arizona, Arkansas, pretty easily to the Sweet 16 unless something wild happens. I think that's a 1-4 matchup in the Sweet 16. Again, maybe the Aggies, out there can do something special against Arizona. That would be I think we'd all owe Selena an apology, and then she might fully jump on the Utah State bandwagon and leave BB in if that were to happen. But
no,
yeah, we'll y'all see that any different between the 1-4 Arkansas, Arizona?
No, that's I think Utah State will beat Villanova, and then Arizona will smack them. And Wisconsin, High Point. I don't know if a High Point this year to do anything, but Arkansas will play Arizona at Sweet 16.
High points going for the upset.
You think so?
Wisconsin.
I'm here for it.
That's the 1-5-12 I like, actually, is
Yeah.
High Point. Yeah.
Hell, let's take it. I like it. But yeah, it'll be Arizona and Arkansas. And I don't think Arkansas has enough dudes all the way around to beat Arizona. But who knows? Who knows? They might play out of their minds. It is Cal in the tournament, so with a really, really good point guard. So who knows?
Oh, that means he's losing there at Hawaii then, right?
Okay. To be fair.
Yeah,
We've
seen
not-
it before, unfortunately.
We have, absolutely. But UK's not had a point guard like A-Cuff in a long time.
Yeah, so there was before I got suspended on X today for whatever reason. We were going back and forth, and some folks were saying that, hey, Cal had to leave Kentucky and go to Arkansas to kind of go on this run again and get back to the SEC tournament final and win it. And I don't know if that's necessarily true. Maybe he got a little bit rejuvenated. I think that's for sure true. The other part of it is we've had top recruiting classes, and we've been waiting for that elite guard to come to Kentucky. We have not had a Darius Acuff type in a long time. And
Since
and
what,
Cal,
De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and even I mean, Acuff is special.
He's special.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you're not comparing someone to Acuff. You're talking. I mean, you put him in the tier if he can go even now in the regular season of John Wall and D Rose. Like he is in that tier,
No question.
So like, and Cal's, but regardless, Cal's system needs a special guard, especially a point guard or a combo guard who can really carry the team. And Kentucky just hadn't had that. We've had special teams and special guards, but I love Rob Dillingham. He wasn't a Darius. He's not in that tier. Reed Shepard's special, but he wasn't in that tier just because he in those last two tournament games, the boy's clutch now, but he wasn't then. And Antonio Reeves, again, great, love him to death. Not that dude, right? Even though he was the only one to have 20 and show up in that Jack Golke game.
Fucking Jack Golke.
Yeah, but Cal has
SGA may have been in that tier. He just wasn't used the same way at UK.
That's true.
Yeah.
He played behind Quade Green, so
yeah. That's back whenever it was. As long as I promised you to be a starter, then no matter how good somebody was, you were still starting.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the Justin Edwards story. Good grief. Yeah. I knew we were losing to Oakland when Justin Edwards had a breakaway dunk that he decided to lay up that he decided to miss off the front of the rim. I was like, what in the world? You by yourself. And I was like, yeah, that was to go up, and we were going to win this game.
BG did that yesterday, okay? I'm against Florida.
BG does it every game. BG does it every game.
It's not mutually exclusive that two things can't be right, that Cal needed a fresh start and needed to leave UK, and Arkansas is better off with Cal. Those things aren't mutually exclusive. One doesn't. They both can be right because it was time for him to leave UK. I mean, that's just
it was, and that was my point. Is how Darius Acuff. He was Cal had gone and seen him. There was offers, but like we didn't know where he was going. Now was he going to probably follow Cal? But also, do you know what Darius Acuff is? A year before Cal even leaves. So it's like my question back to him was, I think Cal could have done it at Kentucky, but how long were we going to wait? Like, how long were we going to wait for this special guard to show up and carry this team, to get to an SEC tournament final and win it and, maybe go on a special run. Yeah, it sucks.
I'm not sure he could have because he had alienated all the money at UK. So without the NIL money, even if Acuff would, I don't really think you'd ever see. If Cal was still here, you would not see Acuff at UK.
No,
the money had been completely alienated from him.
Well, yeah, because he and Mitch Barnhart didn't see eye to eye, and Cal has literally alluded to that so many times. He even did it today. He even talked about how administration wins championships because they support him, and it's like a constant dig at what's happening at UK before he left. Like it's constant.
Yeah, it ain't great. It definitely ain't great. Like I said, Coach, to start off the show is like watching your ex-girlfriend go and make a bunch of money and do something special with the new man. You're like, man,
It's Arkansas' second. I don't.
And they're uglier too, right? It's like I'm better looking than this dude, right? But he's got money and maybe some other things that I can't, offer. And now it's just like it's not fair. But that's kind of how it goes. All right, so we'll get back into the bracket here. On the bottom side of that thing, BYU probably going to lose early. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami beats Purdue. I think they can get past Missouri. Wouldn't be surprised if Miami beats Purdue there in the second game. Who do you think stacks out the Sweet 16 on that bottom side of the West bracket?
For BYU, and let's say play Gonzaga, right?
Yeah.
If the Zags can, so here's the thing: AJ is going to get his no matter what. He's going to get his. Okay, he's gonna get his points. Right, he's one of those. He's going to get his points. He scores roughly at probably half of their points per game. I think at this point, the key is if you cannot let Rob Wright go off, as well as AJ. If you can hold Rob Wright to a serviceable game, then Gonzaga wins that game easily. But if Rob Wright's scoring 20, 30 points as well as AJ, they're going to win that game, I think. Because BYU does have two decently sized guys inside that can guard Ike, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
They're not as good offensively, but they're big enough to cause him problems to where they can guard him enough. They have what's the one guy that came from the G League, whatever, I forgot, Ahmed or whatever his name is, and they have the other guy. Now he's not good offensively, but he's big. He's bulky, right? He rebounds pretty well. So but again, I think if you control Rob Wright and let whatever, I think Gonzaga beats BYU, but that's the key to that.
Yeah, and I don't know that. We will see. I think AJ is special, but I just don't know he's special enough to carry a team without Richie and a team.
He has carried a couple times this year, though. To be fair, he's carried a couple times since the victories. Like he can go for 40 whenever he wants to because he's 6'9" and he's a 3-level scorer.
Yeah, I mean a couple times. It's a lot of the season. I mean, like you talk about the UCF game. There's been times where you can definitely. Like not shut him down, but make him be the only dude on the team who can do.
That's anything. What I'm saying. That's why if you stop Rob Wright and don't let him go off, then you're beating BYU. But if Rob Wright's also scoring 20, 30 points a game, you're not beating them because that's too much for a team to handle. Yeah.
No, I agree. I think I do think Zaga beats them again. I don't. If Texas gets past NC State, I think they can beat BYU. But they gotta get past NC State first.
Yeah.
And then so I would throw Miami in the Sweet 16 personally. And then Gonzaga, Miami is who I would see. So that's the one that seems like you could maybe mix some things up. There, that'd be a 3-7 seed matchup. Hammer, what do you think about that bottom side of the West?
I unfortunately think this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 Sweet 16. I would love to see Miami of Florida knock off Purdue. I just don't know that that's the point. The guard play from Purdue is really good, and the big ugly they got in the middle, I don't know if Miami has an answer for that. Gonzaga will. Gonzaga's very good defensively. I think Gonzaga will end the Purdue dream this year. But I'd love to see Miami there. I would love to see.
About Miami, though, it is Jai Lucas's first time in the tournament, right? So he doesn't have the experience. So how will he, as a coach, even react to that versus someone who's been there multiple times before? Like, he's been there as assistant, but the head coach is different. Like, you're calling all the shots. Yeah. That's a little different.
It is. Yeah. And Matt Painter will figure out a way to blow it with somebody, whether it's Miami or whether it's with Gonzaga or if crazy things happen and it ends up being Arizona. But he will screw up somewhere along the way.
Never fails.
They don't win anything again. So,
yeah.
Alrighty. So then moving on here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pull this back up. I was trying to do two things at once. Really works out for me. All right, back to the last side of the bracket, Midwest. Talk about Kentucky, Tennessee's matchups here in a minute, but Michigan. They have a path to the Sweet 16 that is going to be pretty easy for them.
Yeah.
Georgia, St. Louis, we'll see what have the dogs to, no pun intended, but to play with Michigan. I thought it was. I don't know anything about Akron, so it was funny that both of the CBS or two of the four CBS commentators there had Akron over Texas Tech, mainly because JT Toppin is injured. Maybe there's an upset there, but I think at worst it's a 4-12 matchup. Alabama gets past Akron, so probably Alabama, Michigan there. What do y'all think?
I think Bama's tempo is too much, and they're going to have a hard time guarding the 3-point shooters from Alabama. So I think they're gonna face Michigan.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is just. If you'd asked me 2 months ago, I would have told you Texas Tech would be there. They're all over the place.
Well, yeah, like I know Tapa went out, but right after that, did they just beat somebody after he went out? I forgot.
They did. They won like 2 or 3 games after
and then
he went out, I think.
And then it's like, yeah, they're all over the place.
Then,
I agree.
Yeah, the wheels fell off the wagon. So as bad as I hate it, I think the Gumps are going to be in the Sweet 16 just because of who's in front of them.
Yeah, I do think. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I like Michigan. I like Alabama in that Sweet 16, and I like Iowa State and Tennessee, and I got Michigan, Tennessee playing in the Elite Eight.
I want some of what Coach is drinking.
That is a lot of faith in Tennessee.
I don't think Tennessee will beat Virginia if they get. I mean, to be fair,
I just have a feeling. I for some reason I have a feeling this Tennessee. They're better than they've played all year long. They've blown some games. I just feel like tournament time, Tennessee's going to put it all together and make an Elite Eight run. I'm not high on Virginia. The ACC is terrible basketball outside of Duke. Put all the other teams in the ACC and combine them all together. It's bad basketball. The fall of the ACC in the last 10 years is as far as any conference has fallen of the big one. And I just kind of feel like Tennessee's the team that's down there that's going to – there's always somebody in the Elite Eight in the Sweet 16 you're not expecting, and it's never going to go chalk. And for me this year, Tennessee's kind of my team that nobody else is picking. I like it in the Elite Eight.
Coach, any hope that the stars align and we get to see another postseason Tennessee-Kentucky matchup?
I mean, there's 100% possibility. I mean, there's a 50. I mean, if Kentucky get by, in the first round, and can get by Santa Clara, I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility of them beating Iowa State. I don't think they can because Iowa State thinks they're a lot better than what people give them credit for. And the Big 12 was once again by far and away the best basketball conference.
Yes.
It wasn't remotely close.
Absolutely.
But as a Kentucky fan, I don't want to see that because I don't see Kentucky beating them 3 times this year. I look at it to be that same thing last year where you win both games and you get beaten in the tournament, and that's all that really matters.
I told Randall I'll take that every year. Go ahead and sweep us in the regular season. We'll take the postseason.
Yeah, we go ahead and pencil that in if you want.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that matchup. I don't have Kentucky getting by Iowa State. But if that was, and of course I have Tennessee beating Virginia, but if that is the matchup, I would have Tennessee to win the game because I just don't. Kentucky's not a great basketball team. Let's just be honest. It's not. It's so inconsistent. And when you're going to beat decent teams 3 times in a year, you have to be a really good basketball team. And let's just be honest, Kentucky's not a really good basketball team. They're just, there's no other way to describe it. We're quickly becoming the Nebraska football and IU basketball, college basketball.
All right, Coach, that's enough.
I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, it's like, look at this. We're not in the top 30 wins in 2020. Like, I don't know of any other 5-year period except maybe I'd have to really go back and look at. We weren't in the top 30 wins of college basketball in a 6-year period. I don't know when that's ever happened. So I don't know what. I mean, I'm as big a UK fan as there is, but I just don't know what people. I'm not gonna let my standards fall, and the standards of the UK for the last 6 years are not anywhere near the GO standard. It's not near the 10 standard. It's not even near the copper standard. I don't know what it is, but it's not UK basketball. And the powers that be at UK are happy with it and okay with it. I'm not. So
Yeah, but saying it's IU is a wild. Like, come on now. That's wild.
I know IU's been irrelevant for a long time, but at some point in time, IU let it keep going on and making bad hires and just letting things fall apart. Right. And the powers that be at UK are that's the road you're going down. I mean, that's what Nebraska football did. That's the road you're going down. And to me, there's not enough uproar to by just everybody. Like, it's just like this. As I said, I mean, we're not even 10-loss Tub anymore. We're averaging 13 losses a year now. You're gonna, unless they win the national championship, you're gonna have 14 losses. So it's going to give you 26 losses in 2 years. And I mean, you know, anytime your record's compared to Billy Clyde Gillespie, that's all you need to tell me. That's it. I don't need to hear anything.
Rando, you're muted.
But I do not want to see that Tennessee UK matchup because I do not favor UK being able to beat them a third time. I would definitely take Tennessee.
The thing with, you're not wrong except for the Billy G record thing. Like, yes, the win-loss record you can compare, but who Pope is beating and then who Billy G lost to isn't accurate. Like, that's not that. I don't know if that's the fairest comparison. Like,
that's the argument people always make. Oh, the SEC's tougher. You know who doesn't care that the SEC's tougher? Florida, Alabama. Those teams don't care. Like, so what you're and that makes my point that I make is they're okay with mediocrity. Everybody else in the SEC's gotten better except who? Kentucky. And we're okay with it.
Yeah, but no one in the SEC has done anything. I mean, outside of Florida, like Bama, they got to a Final Four, but they lost early again last year. I mean, there's been splashes in the pan. We'll see. I mean, the standard isn't being met. You're 100% correct there.
I think Auburn's been to 2 Final Fours, right? Am I right? They beat Kentucky one and they went to another one. Florida's been to a Final Four. Florida's won national championships. Like, I always hear that thing goes, the SEC so much tougher. Yeah, but the team that's not getting any better is UK. Like, we've got 4 straight years now, 10 or more losses.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, I digress.
I like those points. I don't know.
No, the points are wrong. I just think there's other pieces to it that I think you gotta put into play again if you talk about sustained success. But
so here's
outside the thing. Like, this isn't a standard being met. It's correct there. We shall see. If we lose Friday, you don't have to worry about it not being loud enough. It will be loud enough. The problem is who's the one getting it. If it's just fans, it doesn't matter.
But the effort is there, though, right? I mean, obviously we don't know the hard numbers with the $22 million roster and blah blah blah. So there's some sort of effort being made. Now, they allowed Pope to put the roster together, right? So it was, and obviously TBD still, so like the writing's not on the wall, but was Pope like, hey, let's bring in one of our own. We think he's a good coach because he was doing good at BYU. They're giving him the resources with the money and all that. So are the powers that be at Kentucky trying, and it's just not kind of working out? Kind of like what happened with USC at football, right? Like, they're trying to hire all these guys after Pete Carroll, and they've just not been good hires. So is it that Kentucky is not okay with the mediocrity? They're trying. Sometimes it's just hard to make the right hire.
I mean, I don't think they're okay with it because that's part of the reason why. So, like, with the whole thing with Cal, right? Like, yeah, he's coming back. But if the rumors were true, Cal asked them to let him come back anyways after Arkansas. They told him no because they knew that what he was doing was not acceptable, right? Like, what he was putting on the court was not okay at UK.
Well, they let him go and said no because they knew he screwed up and they didn't have to pay him the $60 million.
Right.
That's the thing, it has a lot more to do with it than the wins and losses.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, though, is they did that because they knew that a change needed to be made and it saved them money. That's why they made that decision. It's not because of whatever else. It's because they're like, oh, this opportunity to make the change that needs to be made because we understand what's happening is not okay. So we'll take this out that he's giving us.
True. But do you believe if Cal and Mitch Barnhart had a relationship that things would have been different? I mean, that had a lot to do with the two. They do not like each other one iota.
Wait, you didn't believe the BBN Tonight interview with Mitch and Cal after the Oakland loss?
That was the most awkward. We're not actually getting a divorce I've ever saw in my entire life.
Yeah. But let me ask you this, Rando: if he wins 2 games, does it make the season a success?
If we get to the Sweet 16?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make it a success, but I mean, again, we've been 6 years without getting out of the first weekend, and then Pope's first 2. It's building. I think there's a 3-year window you got to give him, and if he can't get it done next year, then if you don't get through the 3rd year with success, and that's Elite 8, Final 4, National Championship, like legit contenders, there. Then I will tell you, yes, Kentucky doesn't care about basketball anymore, or they are unserious about it. If they don't move on from Pope, then right, because it's like okay, you've had 3 years to prove it.
You can fire him after this year, no matter what happens. You've got to give him 3 years. The point I'm making is so many. To me, I see so many fans that are like, "Oh, we got to the Sweet 16," and that's the point I'm making is we're lowering standards. Like if that would have been UK for the last 30 years, that our standard was to get to the Sweet 16, then we're no longer Kentucky.
No, yeah, and I don't think that's enough, especially where the season was. Now, if we beat Iowa State to get there, again, I think there's other variables to it. You beat the 2 seed to get there. Now, who knows what happens? I will tell you, though, right now, the last thing that I want to happen is for us to play Tennessee in the Elite 8, and then every single Kentucky fan argument of you've never been to a Final Four, and now Tennessee beats Kentucky to get their first ever Final Four.
Oh man,
I might never get on this show.
That would be lovely.
I will just have to go ahead and retire.
They would meet the Sweet 16. They would not meet in the Elite 8. They're in the same side of the bracket, aren't they?
I think the first look it would be Elite 8.
They meet the Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. I'm sorry, Sweet 16. Okay,
they'll meet the Sweet 16, not the Elite.
Just like last year.
So I thought they were above it. Yeah, it would be just like last year. Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I don't want to happen.
Hi, Bernard. Hi, Brayden.
I do think I think the team is different right now to get a three-peat. We'll see if we can play like we played against Florida. If we're fist, we'd all be drunk. But if we can play what we did against Florida and make some shots, wide open shots that we typically have made throughout the SEC play, we beat Florida, and the conversation right now is different. But you lose to Florida. You had to play on a Wednesday in the SEC tournament, and now we have legitimately some people who are worried about Santa Clara, and I think that's rightfully so. But time will tell. We're going to know by next weekend how this is looking. But I think the safe bet is Iowa State and Virginia for me there in the Sweet 16 on the bottom side. But yeah, maybe Tennessee can get something going. I do think you're going to have one hell of a battle against SMU just to get out of the first weekend. Just because if their guard play is good, you guys got to be, while their defense sucks, you still got to make shots, right? And you guys, like Kentucky, have struggled making buckets consistently.
Well, don't count on the one thing. I agree with that, but the one thing is, Miami of Ohio is going to be playing that game in Dayton, Ohio, so it's going to be a huge home game for them when they play SMU.
Yeah, I mean, I have been wrong before. I just think if you had a guard like Pierre out there, they can score. We'll see. I think SMU wins that game, and I don't know that it's particularly close. But yeah, Miami, Ohio can easily prove that they belong if they win that game.
Yep.
But
you do have a lot to prove if you're Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So and home game, home environment. It's one hell of a way to do it. So they will shut some people up very, very quickly. But all right. So what's y'all's Final Four?
Brayden, they're playing Tennessee in the round of 64, right? So you're picking SMU over UT. Just making sure.
I think he means Miami, Ohio.
He said SMU by a million over Miami, Ohio, and then they win in the round of 64, which means that they're going to beat Tennessee.
Yeah,
no, it's because they're playing Tennessee that they're going to win. Got you. Not that far fetched, unfortunately.
Coach, what's your final four thoughts?
I got Tennessee going to the Elite Eight. Don't blow my bracket, D.
Not happening. I hope you're right, though. I hope you're right. I really do.
But Coach, what's your final four?
I'm gonna go. Let's see. I think it stays pretty chalk. I don't think Duke wins. I'm gonna go Michigan State there, and then I got the 3-1 seed, Florida, and I got Michigan and Arizona, and I got Arizona beating Florida in the national championship game.
All right, T, what you got?
I like that a lot. Without, not that I'm going to deep dive into anything. I'm pretty on board with that. I don't think Duke is going to win either. And on top of the injury, what I mentioned about Caden Boozer, again, now he hasn't started all year, but if John Schreier is about to be playing this dude every single second of the game, and then he's only subbing in 2 guys off the bench, Duke's going to run out of gas. So I don't think Duke's going to make it. In a vacuum and with the gun in my head quickly right now, I think I'm on board with Coach.
Selena, what you think?
Maybe UConn over Michigan State, potentially.
I could live with that too.
Yeah, on the Duke side.
I like St. John's. I think Ricky P had left to prove after, was it last year?
Losing to Cal, yeah.
Yeah. I think I feel like, and right now St. John's is absolutely rolling. And the team he has this year is way better than he had last year. And I like them a lot. I like St. John's. Florida, I think so. Unless Houston or Illinois can surprise them, but Florida's bigs are too good, I think, to make any issues. Arizona is coming out of the West. I think they're just too solidly around. See, I like Michigan.
Go ahead and pick Utah State. We all know you want to do
No, I just said Arizona's coming out of the West.
There you go. But
it's going to be a battle.
Yeah,
Those battle.
And then, I think Michigan, Midwest, unless Iowa State pulls something out of their butt. But I think Michigan, and then I think Arizona and Florida in the final, and Arizona winning is what I would pick. I don't think St. John's can match up with Florida well at all. I'm can shit literally all freaking stream, dude.
I'm trying to get her to expose her true feelings.
Listen, hey, my Utah State shirt will be in tomorrow, and I'll be wearing it on the stream just for you guys. I promise you. Just for y'all, I'll be wearing it.
Hammer, what do you think?
I'll get her media credentials for a Utah State game next year. She's like never going to come back to the Big Ten.
He did. And I was like, please do this because I will absolutely go.
Hammer, what's your thoughts? Final four.
It's almost verbatim with Coach Evans because I've been really high on Michigan State most of the year. Guard play matters in the tournament, and they've got one of the better point guards of really anybody. I think Arizona is probably the team to beat for me, so I definitely have them there. I'm going with Michigan State out of the East. I just don't see a team in the South that can beat Florida, Vanderbilt, and Illinois included. I think Houston can make it difficult for them. I don't know that Houston's going to make it difficult for them.
Yeah.
So that brings me to the Midwest, where I'm not 100% sold on Michigan as everybody else is.
I'm not either.
And yes, they're good defensively. Yes, they have played a very difficult schedule. And I know Iowa State offensively is not as talented as Michigan, but I think their defense can give them in a position to win the game late against Michigan. So I'm going to take Iowa State out of the Midwest.
Who's hanging the banner?
The national championship game, I think, is going to be Arizona and Florida. Whoever's the healthier of the two teams.
And Altenberger can flat coach too. Iowa State coach. That guy can flat coach.
Sure can.
Yep. TJO is a great coach. All right. So
no, Braden, Arizona is not overrated.
Arizona is not overrated.
They are the real deal.
See, the thing with Arizona and Florida is Arizona's guards are so much better than Florida's guards. They're so much better than Florida's guards, I think. And
guard play, yes.
Guard, as I'm saying, like guard play at Arizona is a problem for Florida. And here's the thing: if you can turn Florida over, because they're going to turn the ball over, like we saw, then that's an issue for Florida, right? Like if their guards turn the ball over, they're not efficient enough to score.
Which is why I have Houston beating Florida. I just think defensively they're going to be too good, and I think Fleming is going to be able to step up and be the scorer they didn't have last year. But so I have, I think. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, so you're confident that Illinois beats Houston? I mean, excuse me, that Houston beats Illinois.
I mean, I think I like Illinois. No. Yeah, I like Illinois. But yeah, I mean, if I had to pick them right now or pick the game right now, I would say Houston does beat them. Okay. So up here at the East, I think. Stop! Look at this. Braden, get off here, making her giggle too much.
He's just stirring the pot. He's just stirring the pot.
Get in her DMs
straight buns,
during the show.
Straight up buns.
She over here giggling like, all right. I'm just kidding. Here we go. So I think St. John's beats Duke.
Yep. I think so too.
I think Michigan State beats UConn. So then I put St. John's, Michigan State in the Elite Eight, and then give me St. John's to get to the Final Four there. I just said Houston Final Four in the South, Arizona Final Four in the West. They got a pretty easy path. I don't think Arkansas or Darius Acuff can get it done. They struggled against Ole Miss, who was playing hot, and then again today against Vandy. Arizona better than both those teams, and I just don't think Acuff is the dude. And unless you have career performances like from Brazil and those guys to get it, I just don't think they have it. They don't have the hogs to get it done. So get me Arizona there, and then I think Iowa State comes out of the Midwest similar to Hammer. 2 reasons: I think they're a good team. I think they're well coached, and when we do lose to Iowa State, I can see we lost to the Final Four, guys. So it makes me feel a little bit better going into the offseason. So. Now, if Kentucky beats Iowa State in that game, you can just go ahead and slide Kentucky right there in that Final Four spot. All right, because they ain't losing if they beat Iowa State. But then I got my realistic bracket there. I got Iowa State beating Arizona. They get their get back in that game, which that's a tough pick, but I think they get there. And then on the other side, give me Houston over.
I know Diego Pavia's alma mater just won their 5th straight basketball state title. So go Pavia.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
To him. And that's, you talk about high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then give me Houston over St. John's. So you got Houston, Iowa State, and Kelvin Sampson gets back at it again, beats, and he finally gets a banner for Houston. Got close last year. I think they get it done this year, which I will say completely goes against how I ended the season last year. Is I thought Houston, that was their best shot at getting it done, and I just didn't think he could rebuild the team as quickly as he did. But he went and got a stud freshman along with Sharp and some of those other dudes who can play the system is well. Defensively, they got it, and now I think they got the guard play to get it done as well. So that's what I'll take on my side of the bracket there. But the best time of the year has arrived. College basketball.
Randall, are you guys having a bracket challenge?
Yeah, we talked about it. We're gonna we got to get one done. We got to set it up through ESPN. We'll get it out there and send a link, and we'll definitely get one set up. Hammer, do you got one going? Are you going to do one with Sam's?
Yeah, I'm going to shameless plug here in an hour. I will be back on live with Hunter Sampson of Sampson Sports Media. He is a bracketology guru, and just recently learned he is going to be press credentialed for the Sweet 16 in the Elite Eight, which is fantastic for him. So I'm going to get together. We'll see if he wants to participate in that. Otherwise, I will probably do one as well, sponsored by the show, and have some kind of prize for it. It'll be free.
Yeah, we've got one for Live at 5. It's free, and the grand prize is, how about 4 tickets to IU Ohio State football game this year?
Oh, wow.
You'll be able to find that on all our links on social media, X, Facebook, 1027 The Game. We'll put the link up as soon as I get off here with you guys.
Dang, Coach, I was giving out like Hot Pockets or Capri Suns or something, man. I didn't know you going all ham on me here.
Well,
you could have 2 tickets to that game, or you could have some heavy porch merch. So, I mean, you all judge which one's better.
Well, get in both. Win it all.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You can wear your heavy port. Maybe we can do an IU Indiana one. We can make that happen. So, all right, Coach. Hey, I appreciate you jumping on and talking with us. We'll see how next weekend goes, and hopefully we're doing a show Sunday. Happy, and not sad. Looking forward to next season. But all right, but have a good one again. Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Good to see you, Coach.
You too.
Bye. Question.
Real
quick. How do we feel about Illinois matching up with Florida? Because Illinois has some pretty mobile bigs. Okay, Koala. Girl, stop. She's on my computer trying to climb down my desk. Sorry.
I think Illinois is dangerous
pretty
for
mobile
anybody.
bigs. And they have a good freshman point guard too.
Yeah, that's why I think Illinois can beat Houston.
Yeah. So I was just thinking about that because you said, what about that? Because Illinois has bigs that are mobile and they can shoot, right? Like both of those, the twins can shoot. Girl, you're killing me. She's going to jump off here in a second. She's chasing bugs. Ladybugs, I should say.
No, I think Houston's physicality gets it done there, and same with Florida if they get matched up. I don't know. Again, you can turn them over. I don't know. They have the Illinois has a defense to really stifle Florida, but they just need what you talk about shooters. If they get hot and Florida goes cold like their guards have in the postseason, just we'll see.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all, let's wrap this up. Hammer, I know you got to get on to the other show, and we'll figure out the bracket challenge thing, whether we just do a joint one or we have a separate one. If you already got something going, we should just jump on there. But before we pump the merch, I even got like fancy. I'm trying to figure out where I put them. I even got fancy QR codes and stuff. But Hammer, let's see if this thing works. See if we can drop some news.
All right.
Did that play all the way through?
Did it play all the way through?
I don't know what all the way through looks like.
I don't either.
What I saw was dope, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on my end, it was just
through.
on my end, it was just frozen. I didn't even get to see it. I'm gonna do it again because I didn't see it. that's a jam right there. All right. Well, so we've been talking about this for a while, and we're excited to finally make it happen. Obviously, Hammer's been a part of the show for a while now. Him and T connected on the Vol side on Vol Twitter. We came on the Border Rival show, and he's been a staple ever since. And he's got his own thing going on, dropping the hammer, always cashing bets for everybody. And the relationship has grown, and we reached out and was like, why don't we just merge this thing, man? It just makes sense.
Yes, sir.
You're on every week. We're on every week with this anyways. And let's just join team. So dropping the hammer is coming to Heavy Pour Sports. We are officially doing the merger. I'm super excited for it. It, as the family grows, as the media thing grows, we have to have good teammates. It's the only way we can be successful. And Hammer has been phenomenal in what he's done for us. So Hammer, one, thanks for accepting it, brother. And two, thanks for being part of the team.
So happy you're here, Hammer.
Yes, sir.
No, it's guys, I can't tell you how honored it is to even just get on the show to start with. I mean, it started, me and T made a connection. He invited me over, you guys, just the way it was presented to me was just three Marines talking sports. And so I was instantly like, oh yeah, I'm there. And then so what turned into, and of course, Celine, I didn't know you were the real treasure and the bonus in the deal, because all these them other three just ain't worth. I mean, they're ugly. So
that is correct.
So
that is correct.
But no, it went from just giving rando hell in the comments online to here we sit today. So it's been it's been something we've been kind of working on behind the scenes for a while. And it's an absolute thrill for me to even be part of this, but to the point now where we're kind of one big happy family. Wouldn't want to do it with anybody else, number one. And I mean, you guys are my family, so it's a real honor for me, and I'm really excited for what we may be able to do in the future. So I appreciate it very much. Thank you to all of you and AB, Coach Evans. Everybody that's ever been part of this, you guys have welcomed me in, and I can't thank you enough for allowing me to share this space with you. Love you guys, and thank you so much.
We're so happy you're here, Hammer.
Yeah,
we're so happy you joined us.
It's been the best. You made it easy for us. You made it real easy.
Absolutely. We've been able to do some big things, and we're going to continue to grow. And we got a while before this becomes a thing we are all doing full time, but so we have some time to grow, but looking forward to doing it with you, man. But as we get ready to head out, first off, shout out to State Line for presenting this show, sponsoring the show. The QR code up there right next to My Ugly Face. You can scan that, go to statelinecode.shop, use all UK ball 25. The big blue we're getting ready to drop. You got this is my favorite. I think that's still out there. This one fits my dome really, really well. And then they got the Lexington with the same type with the blue. They also have what T's rocking there with the Tennessee stuff. They got Louisville. They got everything to cover all of the border rival fan bases. But all UK ball 25 is the code to get 25% off. Even if you're buying Tennessee and Louisville gear, use the code there. And of course, gotta rep that QR code. If you want Heavy Pour Sports merch, if you want the all UK ball merch, if you want the Heavy Pour Tennessee that Hammer's got on, all of those things are available at bluegrass-elite.com and use Heavy Pour 15 to get 15% off, free shipping on there. We're getting ready to have an all vol ball merch drop. That thing's gonna, I think we sit that thing around football season, as well as we gotta feed the studs. Hashtag FTS football, all UK ball logo. That's going to drop too. So we got some new things going. Shout out to Gary for helping us with those things. But you scan that QR code and go to Bluegrass. That one will take you right there to the collabs page where you can find our stuff. But hey, I didn't expect this thing to go 2 hours. I might be in trouble when I walk in the door, but it was a good one.
I'm not sleeping until I get my homework done now. I'm screwed on homework right now.
But yeah, tough draw for Tennessee and Kentucky. I think both that was the one side of the bracket we didn't want, but hey, it's the path's never going to be easy to get there. And honestly, if you win a couple games and if Kentucky's in that double bye scenario for the SEC tournament, we're probably not here. We're on that 4 or 5 line. So you got to win games in the regular season.
Yep.
It sucks, but now you can just play who's ahead of you. I do think Pope is a March riser, so I do think he can outcoach a Santa Clara. We'll see if he can outcoach a TJO.
That's a tough ask though.
That's a tough one. Tennessee's going to the Elite Eight. So we shall see. But Hammer, P, good talking to you guys.
Go be going.
As always.
Selena, good luck with your
Yes.
homework. Go
Thanks.
Cats.
Go Cats.
Hey, drop the music. Outro time.